In the blink of an eye, humans have leaped from traffic-laden commutes to teleporting across galaxies in the distant future. Imagine sipping your morning coffee on Earth and watching the sunset on Mars by dinner. Does it sound like a dream? What does this incredible leap mean for the future of humanity and our place in the universe? The origin of teleportation in science fiction. Teleportation, that mind-bending leap through space and time, has always tickled the human imagination, popping up in stories and films long before scientists even began to ponder its real-world feasibility. This concept isn't just a modern sci-fi fancy. It's woven through our storytelling fabric, from ancient myths where gods blink across realms to the fascinating apparitions in fairy tales. Fast forward to the 20th century, when Alfred Bester took us on a jaunting journey in The Stars My Destination, introducing a future where humans teleport by sheer force of will, a captivating concept that left its fingerprints all over the genre. Among these inspired was none other than Stephen King, who in his short story The Jaunt pays homage to Bester's work. King's Tale, however, twists the dream of instant travel into a nightmarish exploration of its psychological ramifications, showing just how deep and dark the rabbit hole of teleportation can go. Bester and King's stories together highlight the use of teleportation in science fiction, from its earliest inklings to its most haunting interpretations, reminding us that the ability to traverse vast distances instantly is as much a source of wonder as it is of warning. So, what does this fantastical yet cautionary tale tell us about our fascination with teleportation and the profound questions it raises about the human experience and the boundaries of reality? A breakthrough in human teleportation. Oh, the Jaunt. It's not just any old sci-fi trope. It's a game changer in the realm of human teleportation, dreamed up in the 1980s by the fictional genius Victor Carroon. This wasn't just a fancy way to skip the morning commute. The Jaunt emerged as a beacon of hope during a time when Earth was grappling with an energy crisis that threatened to plunge humanity back into the Dark Ages. Carroon's invention didn't just promise a new way to hop from point A to B, it opened the door to the stars, making the colonization of the solar system a tangible reality. But here's the kicker: jaunting comes with a catch. You've got to be unconscious to leap. Why? Because consciousness during the jaunt stretches a mere moment into what feels like an eternity, a concept that's as fascinating as it is terrifying. Imagine being awake for what feels like forever, lost in an endless void. That's a trip no one wants to take. So before you jaunt, you sleep, ensuring you skip the existential dread and wake up fresh at your destination. This mix of boundless potential and inherent risk makes the jaunt such a compelling and enigmatic piece of the teleportation puzzle in science fiction. But is it a leap worth taking, or does the price of instant travel come at too great a cost? The dark side of teleportation. Getting into the world of teleportation, especially through the lens of jaunting, opens up a Pandora's box of psychological and physical problems that's both fascinating and, frankly, a bit chilling. On the surface, zipping from one place to another in a blink sounds like the ultimate travel hack, but the reality? It's fraught with risks that could leave you wishing you'd just taken the bus. Imagine for a moment being conscious during a jaunt. It's not just a quick hop, it's an eternity spent in a void, a journey where time stretches until it snaps, leaving you with more than just jet lag. This eternal journey, while a marvel of science fiction, exposes a dark side to teleportation, where the mind is trapped in an endless loop of non-existence. And it's not just about what happens during the jaunt. Think about the aftermath and psychological ripples such an experience would cause. How does one integrate back into society after facing the infinite? How do we grapple with the ethical dilemmas of using such technology, knowing the potential harm it could cause? Teleportation, particularly the jaunting kind, isn't just a scientific breakthrough, it's a societal and psychological minefield that challenges our very perceptions of reality and self, making us question the limits of human endurance and the moral boundaries of innovation. Colonization and Beyond. Think of it this way: teleportation not just as a neat trick for the party magicians, but as the linchpin in humanity's leap across the solar system. Thanks to the jaunt, Mars isn't just a red dot in the night sky. It's a weekend getaway, a new frontier for human colonization. And why stop at Mars? The entire solar system is up for grabs, with the jaunt acting as our cosmic Uber, making what once seemed an impossible distance as trivial as hopping over a puddle. Imagine settlements on Titan where the view of Saturn's rings is your daily backdrop, or scientific outposts on Europa diving into its icy oceans. But here's where it gets really interesting. Think about where teleportation technology could go next. We're talking about instant travel, not just between planetary zip codes, but across galaxies. What does it mean for humanity when the stars aren't just destinations, but actual homes? It's a future filled with incredible possibilities and a fair share of challenges. How do we navigate the cultural and ethical implications of such power? The legacy of the jaunt isn't just about the physical spaces we can explore. It's about how we expand the very boundaries of human experience and identity. It's a wild, thrilling, slightly daunting prospect that makes you wonder what it truly means to be a citizen of the universe. Ethical and philosophical points of view. Looking into the ethical and philosophical rabbit hole that teleportation presents, especially something as mind-bending as the jaunt, is like opening a whole can of existential worms. First off, the moral dilemmas are juicy and complicated. Imagine the power to pop anywhere instantly. The potential for snooping, smuggling, or skipping out on your bar tab becomes too easy. But it's not just the small-scale stuff. There's the big question of who gets the jaunt and who's left eating their dust. It's a technology ripe for abuse, raising alarms about privacy, security, and inequality. Then there's the head trip part of it all the philosophical problems about what teleportation does to our understanding of ourself. If you jaunt from A to B, is the person who arrives really you, or just a carbon copy of your memories? It messes with the concept of personal identity and continuity of consciousness in ways that philosophers love to debate over a point or two. And let's not forget about the societal shake-up teleportation would cause. The very fabric of how we live, work, and play would transform. Borders might become irrelevant, commuting a quaint concept of the past, and global society could either come together or fracture in new and unforeseen ways. It's a tech that doesn't just change how we move, but how we relate to each other and the planet, challenging our norms and pushing us to rethink what it means to be connected in the truest sense. So yeah, teleportation isn't just about getting from here to there. It's a Pandora's box of ethical and philosophical puzzles that's as intriguing as it is daunting. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. Make sure to subscribe to our channel